This is TWiT.
This is the Xiaomi Mi 9T. This is red, flame red.
It looks like it's
fiery
lighting
hot.
on the side there.
It is really impressive on how they've done this with the reflecting and refracting light to give you that flame effect.
Man, that's some good style. Why can't we have that? You know, like, geez. I mean, don't get me wrong. Really orange or whatever the hell it's going to be called is cool, but it's not flaming red like that. Come on.
Yeah, we get gaming phones with LED stripes and
Like the ROG.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, you said LED stripes, did you?
yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I just threw that out there.
So this has a very similar form factor to the OnePlus 7 Pro. So it's all screen, no notch. And that's because it does have a pop-up selfie camera.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm just going to do it.
Really?
Not only does it pop up the selfie camera, it has flashing LEDs on it. So it must be good.
it
It
does.
must be better. So this is...
It does. Oh, in person, it looks very. It kind of looks like a toy, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
I'm okay with that.
a 20 megapixel selfie camera with flashing LEDs at the side. When the camera is recessed, that LED lights up what is the notification LED at the top of the device. So if I were to get a notification, the whole unit would go bright red and flash.
The whole camera module.
The whole camera module that pops up.
That's
even if
inside
it's
at that
recessed,
point.
it will flash. So you'll see there's a little dot
I
there.
see. Dang.
So that's a really cool feature where they've sort of integrated the shininess of the LED and the device.
That's neat. I agree with you though, Flo. It kind of looks a little cheap.
Oh, I didn't mean it that. When I said like a toy, I didn't mean it that way. But
No, you didn't. Well, I mean,
that's what Jason meant.
that's kind of how. And as I looked at it, like I don't know, there's something not elegant about the LEDs in there for some reason, to my eyes.
Yes, it's not as refined as it could be.
I feel like it could be more refined.
Sorry, I didn't mean
that's
to
a better
call
way
you
to
out,
put it.
by the way, Jason.
No, it's all good.
I should have
We've got
backed you
different
up.
interpretations.
I should have backed you up there. So
For a device that's under $300, I wouldn't complain about that.
Totally. Yeah.
this under $300.
Check your expectations.
This design and style, and I mean the fact that they engineered this to kind of have this double. I don't know. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart. It also has a decent camera, so it's a 48 megapixel sensor, the same one as in the A3, but with better optics. It has a depth sensor and an ultra-wide camera as well, with LED flash. The downside, I think, is that it has a 20 megapixel selfie camera, but that's fixed focus, so it won't autofocus.
Okay.
If you get it's at arm's length, it's fine, but anything in the distance will be a bit blurry.
I
Anything
see.
too close will be blurry. And on the inside, this is a much more powerful smartphone. This is running a Snapdragon 730 chipset.
Yeah.
This is actually the first device on the market to run that 730 chipset. And as you can see on the screen, that's the video we did for Tech Travel Geeks.
And did a bee, like you were just shooting and suddenly a bee flew up and you were like, oh, hey, bee.
Was that in Berlin?
No, that was actually in Edinburgh. We filmed this.
I was
So
gonna say
a wasp flew to it like it was flying to honey. It's
the wasp
so
was like,
shiny.
it's so beautiful.
And then
I'm
it got
home.
burnt by the flames. No.
Yeah,
it's
right.
just-
Yes.
we don't like wasps here.
Cloud-
By the
cloud of
way.
smoke. Can I see it for a
Yes, so I'm
Who
actually
likes wasps?
running Action Launcher by Chris Lacey.
Yes, of course,
Yeah.
friend of the show.
It's my preferred launcher, Ron. So that's running on there. I really like that phone because it has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery and a Courage port. This is actually my secondary SIM is in that device. It's not only shiny, it is actually a very good smartphone. If you're not using it to play games a lot, you wouldn't notice the difference between a Snapdragon 855 and that 730. And you get better battery life. So in terms of shiny phones from Xiaomi, that's the second one of this hardware shack.
That is shiny. I love the flame effect. That's such a cool looking and different.
That's really cool, and it's clearly doable, like at a decent price point. It's not like that jacked up the price, right?
Right. Yeah, I think the downside of making the design so eye-catching and flashy is that you won't want to put a case on it. Like, it's actually a shame to put a case on it when you have a design like
case
this.
on it.
That's true.
It,
That's true.
Or don't put a case on your phone. I don't put a case on my phone.
You didn't get haunted by Marilyn Monroe, so
I saw someone with the latest phone from across the street from the Orchard, and they just had the bulkiest, grossest clear case around it. I'm like, way to ruin a new phone, man.
Yeah.
So I will admit I have moved away from Mocadile towards clear cases such as this one.
You're growing up. You're maturing.
For now, it's just a phase.
You're maturing. Matteo's maturing.
It's just a phase.
All right.